night patrol route. This recording is part of my nightly patrol log. I'm not supposed to add personal commentary, but there's no other way to explain what's happening. My name is Aaron. I work night security, large complex, multiple connected buildings, factory floor, office wings. 6 levels total. My shift runs from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Every hour I walk the same route. I check doors, emergency exits, electrical rooms, stairwells. I scan my badge at fixed checkpoints so the system knows where I am. Nothing ever happens here. That's what they tell new hires. Tonight started like every other night. At 11 p.m. I began my first patrol. Lights were dimmed automatically, machines silent. The factory floor smelled like oil and cold metal. My footsteps echoed too clearly, they always do. At 12:02 a.m. I scanned checkpoint 12 on level 2. The scanner beeped green. Normal. At 12:17 a.m. I reached the west stairwell. The door was unlocked. It's never unlocked. I checked the log. No maintenance scheduled. No cleaning crew. I locked it and continued. At 1 a.m. the system flagged a missed checkpoint. Checkpoint 15, 3rd floor office wing. I knew I had scanned it. I remember stopping. I remember the beep. I went back up. The hallway lights were on this time. They should have been off. The offices were empty. Cubicles dark. Monitors unplugged. At the end of the hall, the checkpoint scanner blinked red. Unscanned. I scanned my badge again. It accepted it. When I turned around, the hallway felt longer, not darker, longer. The exit sign at the far end looked farther away than it should have been. The ceiling lights seemed spaced wrong, like one was missing. I told myself I was tired. At 2:10 a.m., I heard footsteps behind me on level 1. That wasn't possible. I was the only guard on shift. I stopped walking. The footsteps stopped too. I waited 10 seconds. Then I continued. So did the footsteps. Same pace, same rhythm. Not rushing, not hiding, following. I turned quickly. The corridor was empty. At 2:30 a.m., the radio crackled. No voice, just breathing. Slow, measured. I called dispatch. No response. At 3 a.m., the building entered energy-saving mode. Lights dimmed further. Emergency strips stayed on. That's when the scanners started activating on their own. Checkpoint 3, checkpoint 9, checkpoint 14. All registering successful scans, all impossible. They were being scanned in order. My route. I checked the system map. A marker labeled with my ID was moving, not where I was. It was ahead of me, walking the patrol. I stopped moving. The marker did not. It continued down the hallway, paused, then turned back toward me. I heard footsteps again, closer now, too close. I ducked into a storage room and locked the door. Through the thin metal, I heard someone walking past. Their steps were uneven, like they were learning how. They stopped outside the door. The badge scanner beeped. Green. Whoever it was had my clearance. I held my breath. After a moment, the footsteps continued down the hall. At 3:17 a.m., every light in the complex turned on at once. Full brightness. The factory floor looked wrong like that. Too exposed, too open. At the far end between the machines, something was standing. It had my uniform on. But it wasn't wearing it correctly. The sleeves hung too low. The posture was stiff. Its head turned a fraction too far when it looked at me. It raised its hand. and scanned a checkpoint that wasn't there. My radio turned on by itself. My voice came through, calm, professional. It said, "Patrol complete. Area secure." The lights shut off again. Emergency strips only. I'm back in the control room now. The system says my patrol is finished. All checkpoints scanned. I haven't moved in 15 minutes. I can hear footsteps outside the door. They stop, start, adjust, like something practicing. If someone finds this log, listen carefully. The building doesn't want guards. It wants routines. It wants something to walk the halls so it doesn't have to stay empty. My shift ends at 6 a.m. The system already marked me clocked out. The footsteps just stopped, and the scanner outside the door turned green.